If you have a cash value life insurance policy, I beg you not to scroll and to watch this video. Because if this sounds anything like the policy that you have, you are about to be physically ill, just like I am, and pissed. Okay? So, imagine 8 years ago, you get a cash value life insurance policy, specifically an IUL, which is an Indexed Universal Life Insurance policy, and you get it because you're thinking, well, in the future, I'm going to get married, I'm going to have children, I'm young right now, let me lock this in and set myself up, right? And the agent tells you, oh, the policy is going to earn, anything from 10 to 15% every single year. You're going to be building cash value. You can use this cash value for retirement, for investment opportunities, for whatever you want, man, for whatever. And so you get it. You say, wow, this sounds amazing. Even though it sounds a little too good to be true, because the policy has a death benefit of $750,000 and you're only paying $350 a month. And you're going to get all of that, all of it. Cash value, tax-free access to your money, $750,000 of death benefit in case anything happens to you. Man, you're going to be earning 15% and you're not going to have any market risk, right? Your money is going to be safe from any kind of market crash. Bro, anybody would sign this if they didn't know shit about cash value life insurance. The agent also tells you after you get this policy set up, hey man, since you got approved and you're young still, we might as well get you another policy that's strictly death benefit coverage. While you're young, it's cheap. How about we get another $750,000 in a term policy for the next 30 years just so that you're extra covered, You're young. We can do all of this basically with about $400 a month. Now you have 1.5 mil, but half of your money is going into that savings component, the cash value of one of the policies, right? And the other one's just death benefit. Now you are set, my friend. All good to go. This agent is also going to reach out to you every single year for an annual review. Make sure you like your policy, see how things are going, review the values with you, etc. So you're thinking, well, what a great guy. What would he possibly be hiding if he's meeting with me every single year and we review the annual statement and he tells me everything's looking good. He does make a mention of contributing more money into the cash value policy though, which you don't really understand because he never mentioned that before, and only now that the policy is set up does he tell you every year, you might consider putting some more money into your policy, man. And this person, they never do because, well, kind of confused as to the numbers each year, but I don't really know what to ask. And the agent seems like everything is fine. So I'm not going to put any more money, but I'm a little skeptical. Hence, 8 years later, he reaches out to me. This person sends me over all kinds of documentation, statements, the policy documents, screenshots of the back office, etc., to give me an idea of where his policy is at. And so right here, you can see the total contribution is $34,773.74. Okay? Well, the policy is going to be valued at $16,952. That is the amount of money that is earning interest. Okay? The amount of money that this person has in their policy, in this savings component, in the cash value, is this number, $842. Now, the cash value has grown to this $12.54. Wonderful. Cash value is the accumulation value. That's the total value of the asset. It's at $17,000, okay? Now, where did we go wrong? Well, we went wrong by purchasing way too much death benefit. You remember how I always say that policies do have to be set up a certain way to build cash value? Well, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It is a real thing. So, the $750,000 death benefit determines the contribution limits into this policy, all right? Remember, the client is set up to pay $350 a month. Forgive me, $350.62. Do you see that number right there? That is the premium amount. Then underneath it, you have the total contribution of $35,000. Well, if we look down farther, down here, what does it say? It says monthly no-lapse premium, $350.62. Monthly guaranteed no-lapse premium. The guaranteed minimum no-lapse premium tells us how much money is required to keep the policy in force, and that is it. That is all. So this person is actually set up to contribute to this policy $350 a month for 20 years. And on year 21, the insurance carrier, Transamerica, is going to come back to this client and say, hey, client, you're going to have to triple, quadruple your contributions because you've only been paying the minimum no-lapse premium. And so unless you would like this policy to terminate on itself, we're going to need a lot more money. A lot more money. It's not funny. So, what are the guidelines into this policy that would actually get you results? Well, the target premium, for one, the target premium is the minimum contribution per year into the policy to keep the policy in good standing for life. Hopefully, right? It's not guaranteed. It's a hopefully kind of thing. That amount is $5,800 a year. That's $1,600 more than what the client is contributing each year. So technically, they are already more than $10,000 behind on the minimum per year on average, all right? Now, to max fund this policy, to get the most out of it, we look down a little bit farther, the guideline annual premium. This is the max contribution per year on average for the life of the policy. And what's that number, you guys? $15,560. So we're $11,000 short every single year that we're contributing to this policy in order to get the max benefit. So what are the client's options? Well, option one, keep paying the $350. Policy is going to die in 2037, so in about 11 years, there will just be no more policy anymore. And at that point, we'll have lost, $50,000 to this life insurance policy. Way more than that. And then you just won't have the coverage either. Option number two, cancel it and take back the $1,200 that's in the cash value. And that's it. Option number three, try to make the most of the policy by increasing your contributions to, maybe $1,000 a month, and then try to throw more money than that, closer to $20,000 a year, to try to make up for underfunding the policy for the last almost decade. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. What would you do? And if you have a policy that's similar to this, I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. You have no idea how sick I am. You have no idea. You have no idea. Oh my God. That's it. This is a public service announcement for anybody with a cash value life insurance policy. If you need it reviewed and you need to know your options and you need to understand how and why you got screwed over, let me know, I guess. I'm happy to help. Okay, bye.